Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7. Now today, got some more Backseat battling for you guys. As you can see here, we're already jumping straight to the action of the draft phase. On the left side, we got Jupiter, and on the right, we got Ace Soul. Both players are opting to go for fast units here. Ahmed on the left and Peyra on the right. We'll see if this type of aggression keeps up. Solitaria is going to get picked out on the left side, providing actually some pretty good DPS, because I believe she's on a DPS build. Dilibet on the right, accidentally actually countering the pick of Solitaria. Just so you know, the picks that these players are seeing, the opponents can't see what they're choosing from, right? They can see after the fact, but they won't be able to see in the moment. Arbiter Vildred picked up on the right side. Good source of damage. We got even more bulk on the left, though, in the source of Maid Chloe. Let's see how these players are going to end their drafts. Last two picks are going to be pretty crucial, though, in terms of changing the pacing. We got Sid on the right and Straze on the left. Oh, boy. So Straze is going to be some pretty good source of damage. However, there's not a really huge tanky unit on the left side for him to really take advantage of his kit. Meanwhile, Sid adding that speed imprint to the team and acting as a good single target nuke is going to be very nice. On the right side, though, they have the option of going for Ron as a source of another speed contester for the Peyra. Meanwhile, for Ace, they do have the ability to go for a unit like Violet, who could actually work really well into all the units on the left side. So going for some of that evasion play might be the answer. Yeah, there you go. So Violet and Ron getting picked out here, and now we're gonna see what the bans are. I believe the Violet's gonna be a force ban. Oh no, he's not. Okay, Dilibet banned out along with the Peyra. No speed contest for Ace on the left side. Jupiter are gonna be taking that first turn with Ahmed and Ron. The skill null might be enough for them to live the Arbiter's Vildred's revive, but is it really gonna be enough to tank out this Violet in the long run? We'll see. Ron takes the first turn, goes ahead in S2s, gives himself the extra turn attack buff. Gonna rip that S3, gonna miss that Violet, and oh my god, absolutely demolishes the Arbiter Vildred, who comes back before the Ahmed is able to go for her S2 and put up that skill null. Now the problem here is Maid Chloe does have a revive, so it is important to keep that in mind. Arbiter Vildred gonna take out both the DPSs. Ahmed can go for an S2 and an S3, but the problem here is the S3 will go onto the Maid Chloe, and that's not necessarily what you want. Maid can revive though, so do keep that in mind. These units can definitely come back. But Ahmed is actually just gonna go for the push on her Soul Weaver buddy there. So Maid Chloe getting that push here so that she can turn cycle, I guess. She's gonna pop that S3. Swift attack is gonna push her combat readiness up. But look at this. The Sid is gonna take the turn. He's gonna cut here, and he's just gonna S1. Probably could have S3'd there unless I missed something. Because if he went for the S3, he probably could have yeah, granting an extra turn when the enemy's defeated, right? So you could finish off both the units there, but in the end it doesn't really matter because Violet is still standing by himself, and is this possible? Hey, wait a minute, the Ahmed and Maid Chloe duo, I mean, RB did gab, but there is Skittles on the other side. I don't think these two can hold out against 3 DPS units on the right, but Sid does have the ability to soul burn. If he so desires, he can maybe take out the Ahmed, because he doesn't have anything penalizing his damage here. Oh no, he's gonna go straight for the Maid Chloe. That's a lot of damage! And he's gonna take another turn. If he's able to take out the Maid here, oh, he doesn't crit. But hey, don't worry, Violet has got this. If Maid goes down, then there's no hope for a comeback because there's no more revives that can come out. There you go, Jupiter gonna be conceding here to Ace Soul. Well played to both players. That was quite interesting. Alright, so hopping into our next match here, we have Global Server on the left side going up against Asia Server on the right, Astro Rudy against Headbang Sky. Ooh, wow, we see two pretty fast options available for both players right off the bat. Para, Aravi, and Aola is absolutely disgusting, but to be fair, Bellion, Last Rider Crow, and Laika is also probably equally as bad. Para's gonna get picked out on the left, and Bellion on the right, deterring a faster cleave style. But in that same regard, we got Zio and Sid getting picked up, or sorry, as options for the right side. But we do see Pavel and Caesarea on the left too. Caesarea could be a really nice option here, but Zio is great for countering that Para, being able to steal that first turn. Let's see what happens here though. Violet probably not great into the Caesarea. Ambitious Tywin though could be pretty decent. On the left side, ooh, it is pretty rough. Wrecker and Rowana has synergy with these faster units. The other two are really slow. And for Astro's opening 2 units with Para and Caesarea, Rowana seems like the best bet to go for. It's just a little tough when you have Zio in the mix, who can push back your frontline unit, denying Rowana that turn. But we're going to see Kayron get picked up instead. Pretty good option, actually. Not too bad, because the Bellion on the right can't help but hit that Kayron, proccing his counters. Pretty good. We also see Vildred and Politis and Fallen Cecilia. That's options for the right side. Fallen Cecilia could help in terms of mitigating some damage. And on the left, Pirate Captain Flan or Dien could be a pretty decent option depending on what they want to ban. Dien's great for sustaining. The anti-crit's going to help out quite a bit, keeping that Kayron alive. We're seeing the last few picks here. Aiden looks like she could be pretty good, actually, on the right side. And C. Lilius, still pretty decent opener, but not into Azio and Politis. So I'd say something that bulkier, maybe like a Yoha, or maybe some utility in the form of Maid could be good. But no, C. Lilius actually still going to get picked out. Perhaps what they're going to do is ban the Zio, and with Zio banned, they have 2 openers, right? Para and Conqueror Lilius, who can open up for the team. We'll see how this plays out, though. The Politis is a DPS Politis, is not a degen, so she can actually get killed by a well RNG placed dual attack from the C. Lilius. Okay, so the Aiden's gonna get banned out, Para's gonna get banned as well. And now let's see how this plays out. Caesarea doesn't really have anyone that can AoE here to help her with proccing her skills. The Zio's gonna take the first turn, probably pushing back that C. Lilius. We'll see. This Caesaria's looking like she's pretty hard countered by this A. Tywin though on the other side as well. Okay, Zio's gonna go for the S3, probably going in on the C. Lilius, pushing her back. Caesarea can go, but she is kind of strapped for what she can do. You can soul burn and place a bomb, but then when you S3, the A. Tywin will cleanse. So it's a little unfortunate. Oh, she is going to go ahead and soul burn. Place the bomb on the Politis. I don't think she can S3 here. However, she can probably S1 and put a bomb on somebody else. As long as she avoids attacking the A. Tywin, things could be okay. But then again, A. Tywin could just hit the Kayron and cleanse things anyway. He's gonna send it though. The Caesarea is gonna go and pop the S3. We're gonna see the cleansing of that bomb, which is very unfortunate. Dien's gonna take the turn. C. Lilius and Caesarea not looking too healthy, so this might end up being some form of a Kayron solo. I'm not really sure. Because the A. Tywin has quite a, and Bellion both have quite a bit of HP on their sides. Can they actually take out this Kayron? We'll see. Politis went for the soul burn onto the Caesarea. He's gonna soul burn into the C. Lilius as well, just burning all the souls instead of trying to save it for the A. Tywin. That's a little questionable because A. Tywin can ignore resistance right now. He can actually go for the S3 and stun this Kayron. Let's see if he goes for it, though. Right, he is gonna let rip the S3. Is this Kayron gonna get stunned here? There's not 100% chance to land the stun. No! Okay, so Kayron is gonna be able to counter there. And that is actually gonna do quite a bit of damage. Believe the Kayron is on a lifesteal set, so he can regenerate some health. Right, Zio's gonna go straight in onto the Sea Lilius, taking her out, but Diane has a defense break on her. Is this gonna be a Kayron solo? Are we gonna be able to see it? He has anti-crit, he has a barrier, he has an attack buff too. This Diane feeding him all the buffs before she's probably gonna go down in the next couple of turns here. Bellion's gonna go for the S3. She has no choice but to AoE and hit the Kayron, so he's going to counter. That's a lot of damage actually onto this A Tywin. Let's see what the Kayron's able to do here though. He's still gonna be able to keep his buffs for a pretty long time. Oh no, he's letting rip the S3 already. That's a little premature. I don't think that was the best time to do it, but hey. Let's see, maybe it's just important to take out the Tywin and the Zio. Let's see, he's gonna be counter-attacking here, so hey, maybe it was a good choice. He took down the Kayron, he took down the Tywin, took out the Zio, and now the Bellion has no choice but to hit him, and he can always counter here. Is ML Kayron actually gonna do it? I think he is! So there you go! ML Kayron taking the win here for Astro on the left side. You love to see it. Alright, Asia server versus global server. We're seeing pretty nice profile cards coming out from both players here. And we're jumping right off into the draft. Wow, very fast units for the top. Actually, both players opting for some pretty fast picks here. Ahmed on the right side and Laika on the left. Looking pretty good. Ocean Breeze Luluka, though, could be a nice answer to the Ahmed aggression. And we got the Politis. Oh, Politis getting picked out on the right. That's actually going to be pretty decent into the Luluka. Accidentally getting a nice counter pick into that. Sharoon gonna get picked up on the right side. Last piece, Corinne on the left. Politis might be pretty strong into that though, so gotta watch out for it. Zio, Spirit Eye, and Bloodblade Karen. Ooh, all these options look pretty nice. I think Zio or Bloodblade Karen might be the play. On the right side, I can see Kayron being very, very tempting. Yes, there we go. So Spirit Eye Sling gonna get picked up here, which means that Politis might be the ban, but I don't know, that Kayron's looking like it can destroy that left team by himself, just like in the last match. Last Rider Crown and Lua are gonna get picked up as the final closers for these teams, and now we're into the ban phase. I believe that the Kayron is a must ban on the right side. He has the potential to solo this team, but we're gonna see. Politis is also a very strong contender. Spirit Eye Celine gonna get axed here. So without Spirit Eye Celine, this Kayron might be in a little bit of trouble. I know that Lua exists and she can soul burn to ignore resistance, but there's no souls on the left side. But let's see. I'm not actually sure what build this Kayron is on. I've not seen him in the draft yet. This is my first time seeing him, but Bloodblade, sorry, not Bloodblade Corinne. Last piece Corinne is gonna go. She's gonna buff up here, and this is gonna be a lot of damage. So down goes the Ahmed, and Sharoon actually cuts here, which is pretty good. She's gonna go for the S3. Put some Venoms on the other team. Yeah, she cut with the CR because of all the buffs that are on the left side. Popping that S3 was pretty good. Now now they're facing off against this Lua. Lua is gonna be able to go into Guiding Light, and she is gonna go for the S3 reset. This might be bad for the Kayron. Oh no, he's gonna resist. Okay, so this might actually be a resist, like counter cleave Kayron that's here. LR Crow, though, does not get a chance to use his S3 because it got reset and he wasn't hit. If he was hit at any point afterwards, he would have been able to get that skill back up. Alright, this Laika, though, resisting the Sharoon, 15% at play, I would say. And the Laika is probably, yeah, they're probably just going to focus down the Sharoon. Look at her just jumping up in combat readiness based on all the buffs on the other side. It's going to, ooh, focusing down that LR Crow, though, that is insane. The damage that's coming out here is kind of scary. Is this Kayron going to be able to kill? He's not losing, he didn't have a lot of health missing. He's actually at full health here. Shepherd of the Hollow, ooh, not able to kill with that S3, unfortunately. So Laika's going to live to see another day. Unfortunately though, is this LR crowd gonna be able to take the turn? Leica's gonna go for the S3. Can she sleep him? No, she can't. LR crowd gonna be able to take the turn. Leica's gonna go down, and this is gonna be a ton of damage onto this Lua and last piece Karin. Oh my god, look at that. Absolutely disgusting. But now, this Kayron might be able to do this. He might actually be able to do it. Let's see here. Luluka's gonna go for her passive skill. Gonna go ahead and run over the Kayron, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. Kayron just standing there, unaffected. So, it really comes down to the souls on the Lua. Now, LR Crowd was on Crown of Glory, so he was hit by AoEs and it procced, so that, you know, he took away some souls from the other side. I don't know if Kayron can actually solo this in time. We'll see if they can turn cycle to get enough souls here. Because Lua is gonna need to soul burn. Now, can Kayron counter? Oh no, hang on! Kayron put to sleep here. Is he actually gonna get reset? Did he get 15% at the start? We don't know. Beguile and a one-turn increase. Ooh, that is gonna be pretty rough. Although he does reset his S3 later on anyway, so it should be okay. Last piece, Karin gonna go for the soul burn. Ooh, so now this Kayron, if he doesn't counter, he's gonna be in a little bit of trouble here. He's gonna need to counter at some point. There we go. Now the ice cream buff on the other side actually gonna keep this Lua pretty healthy, which is not what you want to see when you're on the right here. Gladiators for you. Luluka's gonna go for her extra skill proc. Can run over the Kayron once more. No counters coming out, just that one, right? Let's see if he can counterattack here. Yes, very nice. Another counter. Last piece Karin goes down. Luluka is very, very low. Can Kayron get an S3 off? Oh, is this gonna be it? There's a miss, no strip. There's a counterattack yet again. He's gonna crit the Lua! And we're going to see another Kayron W. There you go, guys. Love to see it. Double Kayron in the same video. Okay, so we're hopping into another match over here. We got Trinity on the left and Rivens on the right. Both players representing the global server, and we're immediately faced with, again, some really interesting picks. Opting to go for a fast pick in the form of Ron on the left side. Really strong into that Apocalypse Ravi, who crumbles under cleave, but let's see if this pressure can still be applied throughout the draft. We're seeing Sid and Straze, which would have been really great for Trinity, though, as options for Riven, and we have Summerbreak Charlotte, which actually works out quite well for Trinity on the left. We see top model Luluka that can come out as well. Archdemon could be a pretty decent option if Riven slows down a little bit. That Sid is going to be pretty powerful, though, for potentially if the Ron gets banned down, there's no more openers. Okay, so there we go. Arcdemon's gonna get picked up. Vildred's gonna go on the right side, so they're going fast. Double Earth into double Ice here. That's gonna be a pretty good pick. Kayron, Leica, and Abigail. Leica seems like a pretty good option for having Book on the team, and into a slower unit like Archdemon, it might work out quite well, but Closer Charles, though, gonna be contesting that speed. Gonna have another opener on the right side, and let's see what we got. Ooh, Ahmed seems like a pretty good opener for the right side here. And on the left, I mean, Spectre Tenebria and Savior Aiden both seem decent. Aiden's going to be quite nice, though, to counter the aggression from these squishier units. Alright, let's see what happens. Ahmed can kind of mitigate some of the impact that Aiden has, though, with her counter by putting that skill null up. I think the bans that are going to come out are going to be the Ron, yep, and then the A-Ravi, so there you go. Ron is the scariest unit there on that side, because they can outspeed most of the units on the right, even with the speed imprints of Vildred and Sid. But now we're going to see a really, really fast Ahmed right here, so she's going to go first. Going to push up the entire team, and Leica self-buff, so she might not need to go ahead and put this buff on Leica here. Ends up doing it anyway. This actually makes it so she doesn't have to soul burn, which is quite nice. Let's see who she goes for. All the units on the left are quite squishy. Is this going to be a cleave? Both players tried to contest for this stuff. Okay, so gonna Soul Burn, ignore resistance, put that target debuff on, and here comes Leica's damage. Gonna absolutely demolish that Archdemon. Oh my god. And yeah, that is gonna spell the end for Trinity. The Vildred's just gonna come in and clean up. So as you can see here, things like Cleave can still be built if you have the right options available to you. Good ban though for the Ron, and nice choice of the double speed imprint, hoping for some faster units to come along later in the draft. Okay, so we got Immortal on the left side going up against Iruma on the right. We got both players representing the global server. Got some nice taste of profile pictures as well. Got the Lone Crescent Bologna on the left and the Swimsuit Celine on the right side. Now both players are choosing their first pick. We got some very strong openers on the left side, C. Lilius and A. Ravi, but the Mediator Cowric, perfect pick into that Conqueror Lilius here. Keep in mind that, again, these drafts are blind. The players can't see what the opponents are choosing from. But for the left side, I mean, it's really early to pick something like Lionheart Sirmia. DJB has some limited value against Handguy, and Abigail is on an effectiveness build, and she doesn't really carry too much damage, which is unfortunate. Iruma has some pretty good choices here, though, with Pirate Captain Flan and Politis. Politis is going to be a nice little debuffer, but she is on a DPS build here. She's not degen, but she's going to be pretty good into the C. Lilius. Now, the Lionheart was picked on a whim, but she has good value against this Politis, so gotta keep that in mind. Last piece, Corinne has some good burst damage, and Araminta has some good control, but on the left, we can see some decent options come out in the form of Crow for mitigation, or even Violet. Rowana would have been nice if there was, you know, if you're keeping that Politis in the match. But yeah, this is going to be quite interesting to see how now they close out this draft. 2 more picks for each side. We're going to see perhaps a Summer Break Charlotte would be okay, but Flitika's opted instead. Leica is going to get picked out on the right side. Ooh, pretty fast choices. We can see oh, actually, Ocean Breeze Luluka into that C. Lilius might be okay, because there's already 3 DPS units, so not too bad. Could potentially cut. As for the left side, Peyra seems to be pretty good to contest all of these faster units, but you could also go for a Senya, who is pretty safe here too, especially if that Leica doesn't crit her. So yeah, there we go. Ooh, actually, Lua's getting opted as a pick here, so that is gonna be quite interesting. People don't like fighting against Lua, so she might actually be banned at this point. But I think ooh, yeah, Lionheart Sirmia, good ban here. So yeah, as predicted, the Lua is gonna see the axe. Definitely, because if the C. Lilius was banned in post, then the Lua, I believe, would have been able to take that first turn. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into this. See what happens. See, Lilius gets to take the first turn, and is she gonna pop her skills? I don't think so, because otherwise Politis can cut. Gonna go for the dual attack onto the last piece, Corinne. She is blinded, but she takes an extra turn and she'll cleanse that off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. She's gonna go for a non-attack skill, get her the Phantom Sword buff, and now with that attack buff, she can go for a lot of damage onto the C. Lilius. I don't think she's going to opt to go for the Senya. Oh, she is! That is very, very risky from that reflect damage, but I guess it's a pretty good choice. Ended up not dying there, which is very crucial. Always love doing that. I love waking up every morning and not being dead. So, let's see. Politis is going to go and take her turn after the Senya proc. It's actually very smart to go for the Senya, now that I think about it, because it'll proc your Politis and it'll allow her to cut. Now she is going to go for this Flitica. I think you should just go for the S3. This should kill because it's a DPS Politis with only 8k health. Pretty strong here. Yeah, Flitica goes down, and now Leica could ignore the resist of this Crow and just absolutely demolish him, which I think is the best bet here. Yes, there you go. Got that target debuff on him, so she's going to ignore defense and just penetrate it. She's going to give herself an attack buff and let it rip. If this crits the Senya, it's going to be game over. No, Senya still lives. That is pretty good. I don't think Senya can come back from this though. No buffs on her with the unbuffable means no counter buff, right? So Aruma takes this very, very decisively. Alright guys, so we're going to be hopping into a match here against Aruma. This is going to be the last match of this video here, so let's see what we can pull off in our draft. We got LR Crow, Ahmed, and Lua, huh? I think I might go for the safer option, which is going for an Ahmed, which allows me to kind of play both aggressively or kind of a bit more supportive in my role. Oh, see, Lilius on the other side is gonna be rough, but I guess we can open up Ahmed and Zio together. Pretty good option for an aggro comp, and Zio also deters the C Lilius, right? We can go ahead and push her back, which is good. My opponent's gonna need another fast opener to contest the Zio. In this case, they're going for a Spirit Eye Celine, which I'm perfectly fine with. In this case, I might want to actually go for a Closer Charles. I think he's going to be a nice fast unit as well. I know that you can see his stats here, 280 speed. He's going to be pretty nice. Rowana's picked up on the other side, but I think we should be able to take the first turn. Araminta, though, actually also very solid here. Do I want to go for a Celine? Maybe not. I think I go for the Araminta instead. If we can go for an AoE of any sort, we can kind of push her up. So Closer Charles can actually enable the Araminta to go, and I think that's pretty nice. Let's see what our final pick is gonna be here. Oh, the Lionheart Sirmia actually gonna be pretty strong to the Araminta, not gonna lie. But now we have Peyra, Politis, and BBK. I think Politis would be a pretty decent option here. In case the Lionheart Sirmia does proc, our Politis can go, and maybe we can get some extra damage in, but we'll see. Alright, cool. So the Zahak is picked out. Zahak is pretty fast, but I think what I have to do is ban the C Lilius, and we're just gonna have to pray that we have enough damage for this Lionheart Sirmia. Because I think we have the speed to go first, right? With either Ahmed or Zio, we should be fine. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this. I don't think you can change your imprints on this, so that's a little unfortunate. Hopefully in the future they can implement that, so you have a little bit more strategy and customization with your imprints. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it, see what we can do. Really hoping that the Closer Charles or the Ahmed goes before. I don't actually remember the speed on the Zahak. Oh, there we go. Yeah, very, very nice. So let me go for the Skill Null here. And I think what I'll do is I'll put the attack buff up on... You know what? Might as well just go for the Closer Charles, right? He's going to push up his combat readiness anyway, pretty nicely. Okay, so let's go for this. I don't think I need a Soul Burn. We'll just go for an S3 straight out. And I hope that this gets rid of the Zahak. No, it doesn't, but that should be okay. Araminta should be a very nice control unit here for going for this S3. Gonna be able to stun everything. Oh, there we go. And Closer Charles gets pushed up as well. We're gonna go for that Lionheart Sirmia, try and DPS her down as soon as possible. And I am going to go for the Soul Burn. Gonna finish her off, hopefully. There you go. And we're gonna go for an S3. So, unfortunately, Aruma, I am so sorry. But the cards were kind of dealt in my favor here, and we got a very nice, clean cleave. Sorry about that, but good match, man. Good match and well played. That's going to be it for today's video, so thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe for more Epic 7 content. And until next time, take care.